listening to the Heart Speak Podcast with your host, MzVirtue Reloaded. Real talk for real times with real people all the time. Let's get started. Okay, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on where you are. Where I'm located, it is a little after 8:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the good old US of A. And it is New Year's Eve. So this is generally one of my favorite times of year because I take time to evaluate what happened during the process of this year, what lessons that I learned, what blessings came my way, and what are some things that I can do better as we go into this new year and goals. So I've been focusing a lot on my purpose because many of you know, and I know I've talked to some of you, you're in a place now where you're seeking more, and it's not just about having a career anymore or even having your own business. It's about knowing if you are walking in your purpose. When I say purpose, I mean what God designed you for, why God brought you here. What is it that he placed inside of you that he's going to use to make a difference in not only your life, but the lives of others? I've always felt that purpose is tied to service to others, things to make an impact and make the world a better place. There's so many people going through a lot these days, and as I go around, it just seems like there's an atmosphere of anger. People are lashing out, and sometimes they don't even know why they're lashing out, and it just makes sense, to be kind, but it does get hard, if you're thinking about human and about flesh. It gets hard to remind ourselves that we should always show kindness and look at things from that other person's point of view. Not saying if you're in a place where threatened with violence or somebody is trying to harm you. I'm just saying whenever someone is lashing out, a lot of times I've conditioned myself to think, okay, this person doesn't really know me, so I know they cannot be angry at me because they do not know me. It's like there is something going on in their life, in their world, obviously, that's making them very unhappy. And, we talk about how hurting people will hurt people. And that's not an excuse, but they will. There are people that are hurting that will lash out, continue to hurt others. And that's where all of the messaging and their interactions with people is tied to whatever that is they're feeling on the inside of them at that giving moment. So I've learned over time the best way to deal with that is treat them with kindness. And, whenever they have that energy and it's not returned, sometimes it leaves people looking a little foolish, which could make them act out even more. But I do not engage with that. You won't find me online going back and forth arguing with people. I do firmly believe in that delete and that block. And I have an imaginary delete block walk away that I use in life as well. And it's hard sometimes, especially when we see so much in others. But as we know, God gives us all free will. He's not forceful. And you can either accept or reject the goodness that's inside of you. So some of us will get trapped up on that potential or what we see a person's potential to be kind and show kindness and, but they don't have to subscribe to that. They don't have to even walk in that. But where I am today, I choose that to walk in love. And I know one of my gifts has always been, being one of an encouragement to others, regardless of what was going on in my life. But there's some things I realize I've gone through in my life, so I understand what it feels like. And I would not want another person to go through that. And I can, show that empathy because I know what it's like. And they don't even realize how much they'll look at you and they think, oh, this person has it all together, or look at this image. But it's a choice. A lot of times we can either step and move with the positive or wallow in self-pity and the negative. And it won't take you long to figure out if you get angry, moments spent in anger, those are moments you'll never regain. And once the anger, you're gone, you still got to do what you got to do. So it's like, I allow myself, if I'm going to allow myself something, I used to say like 5 minutes or whatever. I think I've shortened it down to even less, but I tend to get over things pretty quickly. I'll have my moments, and then I move on, because I realize at the end of the day, I still got to take whatever course of action I need to get past it. So as I go into this new year, I think that's what I'm centered on, more than like career or focusing on that. My fulfillment is in my service to others and walking in the purpose that God brought me here for. So I've never been like a resolutions type person. I feel sometimes, resolutions, you see about middle of January, a lot of times they've gone to the wayside. But I set goals throughout the year. So it's not like I'm not one that's going to wait to the end of the year to do something. But I do have goals and things that I evaluate my progress throughout the year, and then set my course for next year. Because, whenever you set goals and you take steps to reach those goals, those are the things that happen. And I believe in visualizing yourself doing a thing until it manifests in your life. So you should always take the steps to make something happen, and not just sit around waiting for it to fall in your lap. God's not a genie that you just rub and you get everything you want. It just falls from the sky. That's not how it works. He requires us to do our work, to put in our work and do our part as well. So how are you guys doing out there? I know I haven't posted a lot of videos here lately, but I'm purposely and intentionally going to make time for that. But I'm also one person that unless I have something to say, you're not really going to hear from me either. So I just had this on my heart to share with you guys some of the things that I do towards this end of the year, the evaluating. And I'm surprised at the number of people that they don't plan ahead a week. When you start talking about a year from now, where do you want your life to be? Where do you see yourself in 5? Where do you see yourself in 10 years? And when they say they haven't, I was like, okay, so chances are the life that you're living right now is the life that you're going to be living next year, 5 years from here, 10 years. If you don't change anything, nothing changes. And if you're content with where you are, then you can continue to do that. And that is your prerogative, right? That's your choice in life. But if you desire more, if you want more, I encourage you to set goals and accomplish your goals. Take those steps to find whatever it is that's going to make you happy. And if you so desire, find your purpose, what it is, the reason you were brought here. And that's where your fulfillment is going to come from. The things that fulfill you, you can't buy it with money. You see a lot of people that have a lot of money, successful, and they're still not happy, because there's something that's missing, and they try to fill the void with other things that are always not going to be what's best for them. So I'm going to live a life of purpose, on purpose, as I continue as we roll into 2023. And I'm really seeking God and expecting to be able to walk more and have more opportunities to live my purpose, because I know that's where the true fulfillment is going to lie. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. And this video is a little longer than I normally make those, but here's your video heart speak for Friday, December 30th, 2022. And I'll be back later with another one leading on up into the new year. But I'm excited and I feel very blessed and thankful. Make sure you share with the ones that mean something to you. Make sure you let them know. It's more important now than ever that the people you love and care about know it, and they feel it. Don't just say it. Make sure they know it. All right, so peace, blessings, and love is MzVirtue, and I'm out. Till next time. Bye-bye.